going on, gang? How y'all feeling? I'm feeling okay. I just ate some food that just ran right through my body, and I'm confused why, because it was just chicken. So I really do need to like stop eating outside things. I really do. This video is a lot different than my normal videos. This video actually has me talking about my addictions. Yes, this is an addiction video. I was addicted to smoke. I am addicted to smoking, and I guess you could say I was addicted to sex. Or once you hear my breakdown story, you will be like, oh, okay. So if you're thinking, why the heck would Jah'Lani make a video about being addicted to anything? It's because I feel like it's true. I'm addicted to smoking weed, and I was addicted to having a lot of physical attention. And what really made me want to make this video was because I noticed that like I'm no longer smoking to get high. I'm smoking because I'm like this action right here was just very soothing to me. I don't know why, but it was. And it got to a point to where I'm dipping to my savings to buy weed. I'm spending almost my whole check to get weed. I'm trying to survive until the next paycheck. I'm trying to have my weed till the next paycheck, and it's just like it's getting to a point to where I don't like the fact that I feel like I need to smoke. I felt like this. I've been smoking since I was like 16, so it's going to be about 10. Well, it's going to be about 10 years that I've been smoking weed. And out of these 10 years, I've taken like maybe like around these few years, like around these years, like right here, I've taken like small breaks. I flushed weed down the toilet. I gave my grandma my weed. I gave my mama weed. I gave my brothers my weed. And these are like times in my life where I would smoke, and then I knew that me smoking was not doing good for me. Like, I'm lazy, I'm not getting up, I'm not running, I'm not energetic, I'm not loving. There was a point in time in my life where I would not like my family. Like, girl, I'll go right to my room. But as soon as I smoked, I'd be a little bit more social with them. And my mom used to not like that. She'd be like, she's not like that. But like, I didn't know how else to really be around them, but to be high, because that's the only way I would be able to enjoy them. Without, I don't know why, I would just seem like they would get on my nerve, or I really don't remember my mind frame back then. Now that I'm grown, I'm 25, but now that I'm about to be 25, it's like I realized that if I had a child, what smoking weed every day can do for you. They be like, that stuff doesn't get addicting. It gets addicting. It gets addicting because you get to a point where, okay, you smoke 1 month, cool. That, you like the way that feel. Now you want to look, you feel like that more often. You know, you smoke from once a week to twice a week, from twice a week to 3, from 3 to you smoke 4 woods in 1 day. I mean, you wake up, you smoke. You get out the shower, you smoke. You're getting ready for work, you're smoking. When you come home, you smoke. Now, this blunt might actually be you come home from work. You wake up in the middle of the night, you smoke again. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, it felt like I had to smoke my life away. And I realized that smoking was consuming me. Smoking was taking over my whole life. It was taking a hold of me in ways that I couldn't let go. And it's not just me. I know there's a lot of people my age who feel this way, but they just can't stop. Like, I couldn't stop unless I'm broke and poor. And I hate that, because like I would give myself tests to when I could like smoke. I would not smoke for like 3-4 months, then go back to smoking. Like, I would be like, okay, I'm not smoking. So I would tell my people around me, like, I'm not buying weed, but I'll socially smoke with you guys. Because sometimes people would be like, oh, well, girl, you're around me. Boy, you're around me. You finna smoke. You finna hit this. And which is pure pressure, right? And it was so light because I was smoking for so much that like me being me, like them saying I wasn't even so heavy, but saying peer pressure is really huge. Like, I got peer pressure to smoking sometimes. And I'm not saying like it's their fault, because I was grown. I made my own choices. So don't think everything I'm saying is blaming the other person. I'm not. I'm taking accountability of my actions and what I've done and things that I know. For me, I cannot smoke no more because I feel like it's going to send me back into a place of just wanting to smoke every single day. It's really been like 2 days I haven't smoked. Not even like, it's been 24 hours. And I knew this, like I had to make this video when I'm sober. I had to make a video when I'm sober, not high, because I want to remember this feeling. And me posting this many videos all in the beginning of the year is crazy, because if I go all year without smoking weed, I would be so proud of myself. I would love myself a lot more. I would trust myself a lot more. And that's another thing. I feel like, me personally, I don't trust myself the way I used to trust myself. I used to, I'm getting up tomorrow, I'm going to school, it'll be done. Now it's like, you smoke that butt, it's like, you know, like the next day kind of doesn't seem so, I couldn't attack the next day with so much energy, so much, I couldn't do that. And I don't like that. And I don't like the mindset I was in. I just don't like the things that was going on. Now, I'm just, me smoking weed is not the biggest thing that this conversation is about. I feel like we need to put the lettuce down. If we're going to smoke weed, we need to have a set time. We're going to smoke weed. I feel like if you're going to smoke, we need to have a goal. If I'm not making millions of dollars to sit there, I'm not getting paid $1 million yet to just sit there and smoke weed. Like DG said, him saying that is so true. Like, what am I saying here? Just lollygagging smoking, and I don't got $1 million in my bank account. I recently just hit $1,000 in my savings account. I'm telling you guys because it's my world, and I've saved $1,500 for my car for a down payment. It doesn't say that's gone. It's total. It's gone. Bad credit now. I'm not gonna get into that. And now I'm trying to get a car again. And it's like me having $1,000 is nothing. It's not nothing. $1,000 is nothing. And I'm just thinking like, what if instead of me spending all my money on weed, if I would put all that money into my savings account, how much would I have had in my savings account already? Which would have been like a good $400, good maybe $500. Maybe I'm thinking less though, but I also have more than one weed person. So one person might have got $3,000. I might got that person $150. Like, and I won't know because I just want to smoke so much, and I want to smoke so much, and I don't like that. Like, I don't like that. I just don't be careful. Oh, I'm gonna smoke. Oh, I'm gonna smoke. Oh, I'm just gonna smoke. And like, there are people around me who be like, girl, I'm gonna smoke. I'm gonna do it, and that's their lifestyle. Like, that's their lifestyle. Now that I'm 25, I understand the word lifestyle. No one ever broke down the word of lifestyle to me before. Like, lifestyles. We're gonna move on, okay? But me smoking weed, it's not something I like to do for real. I do it because I'm used to it. I do it because I like have an urge to want to smoke. Like when I smell weed, I get like the itch in my back of my neck to smoke, and that's sad. Like it's really addicting. Like I don't scratch myself, but in my head I be like, oh, that weed smell good. I want to smoke some when I get home, knowing I ain't buy nothing all week, knowing I didn't smell, no one talked about weed or nothing. But as soon as someone have a blunt or I get a whiff of weed, it'll like it'll come back, and I hate it so much that could probably be like temptation for part in the world. Now we're gonna skip towards the sex part because this is a really not a great part for me personally, but I feel like it's good to get it out because it's time to get it out. I never felt like this. Yeah, this is the video. It's time to get it out. And on that note, we are going to talk about my lust situation. Now, for me personally, I have been having sex since I was 5 years old. I'm not going to get into all the details because there's no need to, but I will say I've been having sex since I was 5 years old. So I recently not have sex. So 2025, I have not had no sex, no nothing. So from 5 up into 2024, I've been sexually active. Now, I brought that up because we can get into that traumatic part later because I'm grown now. I got a handle on things as much as I think I do. I have a handle on things. I said that line to just let you know how long I've been having sex. Since I was 5 till I was 24. That's basically 20 years. From my innocence up into non-innocence. I don't know what that range is called. I am just now starting to live without sex, without lust, without, all of that on me. And I'm also gay now. So in the gay community, we are sexualized. We sexualize ourselves, like, you know, and it's crazy to really think that and say that, but it's so true. We sexualize ourselves. We do so much, and it's just like I don't even know. It's just crazy how sexualized you can really become in your own community. I stopped even being trans. I was transitioning a couple years ago because my whole life almost. And that's what we're see, and that's why I'm a tap for that, because I noticed something. Like I wanted to transition when I was like younger. I'm not gonna give the age, but I wanted to transition when I was younger, and I couldn't act upon it until I got older, until I got into the world and I got to be without a parent supervision, and I had to be an adult by myself. And I didn't feel like an adult until literally almost a year ago, like maybe around like my 24th birthday, like I don't know, like November. Like these are when I start, like my adult brain, I would say, start kicking in. Like I haven't felt like adult until recently. Like I'm adult now, I'm grown now. Now these choices I can make or break me. But I have 5 years, 30s around the corner. But we're gonna do this right here. And I would say I was addicted to sex because when I was just like I was looking for that connection in people, in men. You're probably like, why just dudes? Well, I personally feel like it was probably because, I don't know, my dad wasn't there as much. I don't know what to say about that. Like, I would always say I've always been like a little feminine in my mannerisms, the way I act. Like I have like a feminine aura, but I have a masculine build. You know what I mean? Like not even built, but like I'm just like, I am very masculine looking. If I just shut up, like most men are, but my personality isn't so feminine. My voice masculine. My voice isn't so masculine. The way I maneuver probably isn't so masculine. Like, you know, it would take for me to fight you. It would take for me to really, I don't know, for me to get angry, for you to see the man up in me. And me being peaceful is me being sweet, being kind, being joyful. That's who I am. And I would say I was addicted to sex for so long because that's where I felt the most love, the most connection, the most physical touch. That's where I felt the most appreciation. That's where I felt the most reassured. That's where I felt the most pretty, the most handsome. Like, it was when I was having those acts. And it got to a point to where I fell to my knees one night and I just started crying. I just got like I cried and I prayed to God, and I'm crying. I'm like, God, please, can you help me? Like, I don't know what's going on with me, but I'm weak right now. Like I don't recognize myself right now. Like I don't know who I am. I don't know what's going on. I'm like I'm basically screaming at myself, like doing this, crying to myself because I'm saddened. I'm searching for something that I'm looking for. I'm looking for something in these people who's taking from me. Of course, this is a transaction, but they're just taking from me. And at some point, I got to the point where they took so much, I didn't even know who the heck I was. I didn't know what I liked. I didn't know my favorite color. I didn't know my favorite food. I didn't know what my goals were for my future. I just felt like a sack of meat, which is so sad to say because I know I'm not a sack of meat, but I felt like I was a sack of meat, and I'm talking about myself. It took for me, after I prayed to God, I cried, my dad died. This was all around the same season, so I was trans, you know, my dad died a couple weeks or months. I think it was maybe like 2 months after, because I cried. I was crying because I couldn't reach my dad. I couldn't call my mom. I couldn't tell them everything. I couldn't break it down. I couldn't tell my brother. I only was able to tell my sister, and she was kind of like, I'm trying to get down with you. No, I'm crying. Like, I'm literally crying to you about this, and you want to get down with me about this? No, like, maybe that could be, you know, that might have been her little life. You know, she could have, but and I mean, like, I was getting money too, so like, I'm not even gonna, like, I was getting a nice little, yeah. But it wasn't about the money. Like, at first it was just, oh yeah, I'm just trying to survive. But at some point, I wasn't even feel like I was surviving. I didn't even like it wasn't me. Like, I don't know how to, like, it wasn't me. Like at some point I was surviving, and then like I disappeared. Not me, but like Jah'Lani was still there. Like I was still me, but a part of my soul just wasn't there. Like I felt so empty in a part of my heart. Then my dad died, and then his death just, because I just cried weeks ago about this. Like I just cried about so much. I just cried. Like I was tired of the way I was getting attention, the way dudes were walking up on me, not people. Dude ran up like you know, like not even walk up to me, but people were like, I mean, you know, like when you know, if you know, then you know. When you're walking down the street, you know, you look really good. Usually, you just look good. You know, you got that glow to you, and you hear the car coming, and the engine's vroom, but then you hear vroom, and you hear it slowing down next to you. Like it's a feeling. Oh my God, it's literally a feeling. Like, and you know that they're gonna talk to you, and they say, "Yo, ma, yo, what's going on with you?" And at first it was nice because I was like, "Ooh, like they pulling up on me, like yeah, like they my body," but they want my body because they just want my body. They don't want me. They don't love me. They probably got kids and wives back at home. Some truckers, you know, they got kids and wives back at home. And they don't love you. They don't appreciate you. They just need your body for a moment to let out their lustful things on you. And I got to a point to where I felt like I was filled with so much lust. And it wasn't my lust. It was their lust. Like, I was just meant to serve them in that way. And the act of serving someone isn't the issue. It's the way I felt after servicing them. And like it took from me. It took my smile, my joy, my heart, my ache. And then like something happened to where like I almost had to tell my parents something. Like I almost had to tell them something. And I knew I was not living my true line when I couldn't tell my parents what was going on. I knew I wasn't my true self when I couldn't look myself in the mirror for a while. In the mirror, I only saw myself as a sex object for whoever needed me. And that hurted my the way I was raised was just not that, like it never gave. It wasn't even that I was raised that way, because it wasn't something like I wasn't that like I didn't know about. It was just like I never saw myself in that lane until I got there. Like never. So that just made me just like. And then some people were like so for it. Like girls, some people were so for it. They were so for it. And that's when I knew that has nothing, like that's not me. Like I can't do this. Like I can't keep doing this to myself. Like so I stopped. I stopped taking my estrogen. I stopped hanging around people. You could say I gave myself to God, if that's what you want to say, but I say God always had me. So I'm not going to say that I've always had God or God always had me. And these experiences that I've had has, if anything, what I taught myself was this world is not sweet for nobody. So don't even think that's going to be sweet for you. You may be lucky. No, that's normal. Humans are lucky. There are bad luck, good luck. You might be good, you might be lucky, you might not be lucky. But you also need to know karma is real too. Whatever you put out will come back. It will. It will. I just say that because like you just need to know that like these are rules of the universe. Like the things that they teach you in school, they don't teach your parents. These are things that you need to know. This world is cruel. Okay, I'm saying it softly because you need to get like it is, but you may not see it like that yet. Because I didn't see it like that for some time. I didn't think it was so bad. I was like, what's the worst that could happen? Until something bad happened. Until I couldn't even speak to myself. Until I witnessed so much, I'm like, I'm no longer innocent. I may have like an innocent vibe to me, but I have been that since I was 5. I've been in this for so long, just to please someone else, but I haven't pleased myself the way that I need to please myself. I'm not talking sexually no more neither. So I'm talking bigger. This is bigger than me. I was addicted to smoking weed and having sex. When I'm 25, I am not smoking. I'll come back and let you know if I did smoke. I promise you. And I'm definitely not having sex. I just don't want it. I'm scared. I finally got to a place to where I could see myself. I could literally see myself. Like, and me being a young dude, I'm gonna say man, young dude, young gay nigga, whatever you wanna call me. We deal with the sexual urges and it's like a force. It's literally like a force. I mean, I feel like it's natural for us, but we don't communicate how to exercise this. For me, I've been having sex for so long that it just became part of my life. And then also I didn't really have much self-respect. My self-worth was very low. I didn't love myself. People were saying, oh my God, but I didn't believe it. This was before I was adult too, so I'm talking about like my whole upbringing. I never felt like who I was supposed to be, because the way it started was pleasing somebody else and stuff being taken away from me. Now I got older, and I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm not saying like I never was conceited or bougie, or I'm not saying none of that. I'm not saying none of this to put myself in a great light. I'm saying this to say I was addicted to sex, and I was addicted to smoking marijuana, and you should put it down. You should. I'm not saying stop having sex. I'm not saying you should stop smoking weed. I'm saying you should realize what those things do to you, what state of mind they put you in, and if it is bettering you, chilling you, or could be hindering you being great, being a star, being an idol. Because for me, it hindered me mentally. I feel like for me it was more of a mental battle, because I was 5, and it wasn't just like one time when I was 5, but then again when I'm 16, and then again I'm like 34. No, it was a consistent after I was 5 years old, consistently up until I turned 24. And I'm saying that like my mind, there was something wrong with my mind for so long. Like I couldn't just tell people this. I can't just go tell people this. Are you crazy? Like me saying it out loud to me is crazier. Like, and I hate the fact that I've experienced all this crazy stuff, because now it's kind of like, when they say God's gonna bring light to everything, I'm like, girl, don't bring that light over here. Don't bring that light over here. And it's not because I don't want to be honest with the world, because I'm scared to be honest with myself. And that's the scarier part. Why am I so scared to be real with myself about my life and what has happened to me, and vice versa? I shouldn't be. I should be bold and vocal about these things, because it didn't just happen to me. It didn't just happen to her. It happened to a lot of us. And I'm just here to say, like, we got this. We are God's children, okay? And what you need to know is every child is different. Every child. I need to look more at the camera. Every child is different. Every child is different. No one's the same. And if we were the same, we wouldn't learn no lessons that we were supposed to learn. Some of us get the lessons implanted on us. Some of us, we have to learn. I had to learn. I had to experience to understand. And I'm just so grateful that I'm still here today. And this is my channel, so I'm going to be real with y'all moving more. But I have been having these very negative thoughts about my music career, about my clothing brand, about my Lonnie's Lounge. It's like I give certain parts of me to different things, and I seemingly don't see anything, but I'm getting better at my music. I'm having a more detailed thought about my clothing brand. I'm having a more intentional business plan for my business, and I needed me, and I'm finding me within knowing what I want to put out into the world. I want you to love yourself. I want you to appreciate yourself. Don't be like Jah'Lani when he was younger. Don't put yourself second. Be stern in who you are. Love yourself. If you can figure out who you are at a young age, I'd say do it. And after you figured out who you are, what you like, what you don't like, don't let nobody take it from you. I don't care if they try to force it off of you. That you better die standing on your grounds, because I'm learning to be stern in who I am and what I want in life and what I'm going for and who's my friends and who loves me and if I love myself. Jah'Lani, I love myself now. I didn't love myself before. And I just wish I loved myself earlier to know the power that loving yourself can hold, because I didn't know. And I've hurt people along the way. I've gotten hurt along the way for me to get where I am right now. I'm sorry, this was a 30-minute video, but I feel like I just had to get this all out. Like, I realize where my faults are, and I really want to change them. I just want to be a better person. I don't even care if my music don't even like go crazy. Like, I just want more money. Like, it's not about the music. It's about me wanting more money. And I'm not trying to be negative about it. Like, I'm not making my songs for the money. I just want money from my songs, because that's the only way I see that you can get money. Like, I just don't want to go back to the way I used to make money. I just don't want to do that to myself again. I don't like where it puts me at mentally. That lifestyle is for some people, it's not for me. My mental can't, because I on a jokingly note, I just feel like I have a lot of sisters. Like, if like, you know, like I have a lot of sisters. So like, I'm sorry, but like one of them's gonna have a man who's DL gay playing with their feelings, like, and I'm just thinking like whoever they are messing with is a version of me who's just like, ain't gonna nothing to do with me, which it don't, but it's just like, you know, like what if it could have happened? Like, it just could happen. Like, I'm not about to say it, but it could happen, and it shouldn't happen. And yeah, I was addicted to sex, and I was addicted to smoking marijuana. And 2025, at the end of this year, hopefully I haven't done neither. Yeah, I love you guys. Have a good night. Jah'Lani out.